Kanye West can end this by coming clean, and what do you accept that reality is the specialist had nothing to do with his mother's demise in the Hollywood business, have forever been tormented with blood penance legends. These tales returned going full speed ahead after the new passing of DC Youthful's child mom individuals have been estimating in the event that her demise was truly a penance for Youthful to ascend the Holly stepping stool. You see the reason for death has been accounted for to be entanglements after superficial systems, assuming we follow a world of fond memories. Kanye was additionally making, all in all, a fight at the dubious destruction of Donda West, a significant number a long time back stay with us parents. Since we have all the deets on this most recent discussion, Youthful DC, the YouTuber, has been in the titles since the new passing of his child mom Tans. Let the cat out of the bag that previous wild and out star Jacky, who's additionally DC Youthful's Fly's long-lasting accomplice, has kicked the bucket. The VIP news channel announced that Jacky was in Miami when she died. Furthermore, sources have uncovered that she was in Miami to go through a mom makeover. Previous star of Wild and Out, Jacky O, has kicked the bucket at only 32 years of age. Bet Media Gathering additionally grieved the deficiency of the previous entertainer. The Authority proclamation read, "We are profoundly disheartened by the death of Jacqueline Smith, referred to the world as Jacky, yet skilled Wild and Out relative, whose effect will be everlastingly cherished, and missed Jacky O's adoration, adoring companion, and darling associate of the Wild and Untouchable, all through 5 seasons. All the more critically, she was an enormous mother to 3 lovely kids." While the reports began circumventing after a dubious clasp surfaced on TikTok, disregarding grieving the deficiency of his dearest Youthful, is seen teaching a lot of children and others in a kitchen-like room where it's very normal for guardians to relieve their youngsters with quieting words. Youthful is seen rehashing the mantra, "This is in support of our family. For me, it's for us. You did what I'm talking about. We need to grow our mindset. Comprehend that only for the family. This is ground pull. This is for us. Everything starting here on is for us." Any individual who listens near the clasp might address what is for the family. Anyway, Youthful did his part very well. He tenaciously put out an announcement from his family expressing, "We thank everybody for their warm words and request protection during this troublesome time." DC's Corey's video has persuaded many individuals to think in the conciliatory hypothesis. Individuals out there have scrutinized Fly's delayed quiet after the news broke. You need to truly address it, since he had no photos or notices of her for quite a long time on his virtual entertainment pages. He even posted just his kids around Mother's Day and didn't specify her in any viewpoint. Then he was refreshing his YouTube page upon the arrival of her passing the following day, and the day following, similarly as Quavo did when he got departure taken out. Certain fans offered goodies of facts, guaranteeing she passed on in the lodging. Did you know she additionally kicked the bucket in an inn? An anonymous individual called the emergency vehicle and said somebody is a dancering. She didn't communicate what occurred or who she was. That individual is as yet a secret. Jacky truly endured the medical procedure. She evidently had difficulties as she stayed asleep from sundown to sunset, despite the fact that nothing has been unveiled internetizens except that Jacky passed because of intricacies after the restorative medical procedure. And that is the principal connect to one more high-profile demise of Donda West DC Youthful Fly child mom, dated 30 plastic medical procedure. I lose how the mother kicked the bucket. Kanye mother passed on very much like that. Yes, you got it. The web is going off the deep end with the blood penance charges after Jacky's sad passing. Youthful had a few new gigs arranged for himself, and that is causing a commotion. DC Youthful Fly just forfeited the mother of his little girl to Goat Lucy, otherwise known as Lucifer. Those piled up parody event dates he got arranged included some significant downfalls, and he paid with blood. I continue telling you all who are tingling for the delicate life in media outlets Nothing is free of charge. Recall when Kanye West was moving all over virtual entertainment for his outworldly remarks in regards to his mom's passing grade in a video shot by paparazzi. West discussed Holly was forfeiting individuals, which he says incorporates his mom Donda. West: "My mom ain't here, my mom was forfeited." Michael Jordan: "What might be said about him, his daddy, right? Bill Cosby, his child Darger, his child out in Hollywood. Many individuals come up missing. It seems like it very well, maybe a ton of that to control damage. Now we as a whole realize that Kanye has never avoided uncovering the Hollywood elites. And this time around he even ventured to name their mannequins. Thank you to Savage Shot, they have some control over Charles Barkley. They had some control over LeBron James. They controlled Jay-Z and Beyonce. Even John Sally, an American and an industry insider, surrendered to Kanye's cases in a meeting with Vlad Television. Shelby said he makes statements like my mother was forfeited. Yet consider the possibility that that is valid. Imagine a scenario in which they didn't do it to Jordan's dad. Yet imagine a scenario in which they did it to Kanye's mother Oak. There's an arrangement. Imagine a scenario in which Oak, albeit many think that a football player and a music chief share a lot of, practically speaking, media outlets, is extremely odd. All the high-profile individuals, independent of their situation or job, are all around associated in the background, so it's very conceivable that John could know something he can't unveil to the world. Additionally, the doctor who carried out surface-level procedure on Kanye West's mom the day preceding she kicked the bucket is faulting her family for the misfortune in the event that you are pondering. The physician was broadly reprimanded by the general population for doing several corrective techniques on Kanye's mom in a solitary day, despite the fact that at the time he was exceptionally equivocal in giving the deets in the first place. He left a live show. Would you prefer not to stand up? No, you don't want to know. I don't. Okay, except for you came here to stand up. Yet as of late, daughter Adams at long last opened up in a meeting with Inside Release. He asserted that Kanye was talking reality on the grounds that Donda's demise had nothing to do with the corrective strategy performed by him. Kanye West can end this by coming clean. And what do you accept that reality is? The specialist had nothing to do with his mother's passing. The specialist didn't stop subsequent to uncovering the careful subtleties. He even unveiled that he was dubious of the guardian that was dealing with Donda at home. As per Adams, after West had a medical procedure, he recommended that she ought to remain in the clinical office for care. Yet West needed to remain with her nephew, Stephen Scoggins, Kanye's cousin, who is likewise a medical caretaker. During the meeting, Adams read notes he produced using 2007. Enumerating the episode, Adams uncovered that her nephew gave her an uncaring measure of medication. This woman ought not be dead. Her parental figures gave her 20 Vicodin tabs in under 20 hours. Adams accepts the overburden of pills made West gag to death. As per sources, she was left on her back, unattended. Adams even guessed that this for sure was an arrangement to go after Kanye. You see, Kanye has forever been very misleading to the diversion world. He made an incredible titles for his enemy of Semitic comments after he wore a shirt with white lives matter. West, who lawfully changed his name to Yippee, told Fox News previous co-have Exhaust Carlson that he wore it since it's the undeniable thing. The response to why I composed White Lives Matter on a shirt is on the grounds that they do, when Carlson pushed West on why he thinks individuals look at that as a disputable assertion. West said that this is on the grounds that he's not acting in the manner the media figures he ought to act in light of the fact that the very individuals that have stripped us of our character and marked us a variety have let us know being dark. Yet as you would have gotten of the media, float ye has lost about portion of his fortune to his unreliable comments. As per Mike Muse, nobody in the business needs to work with Yahoo, despite the fact that he has shown his capacities commonly don't have any desire to contact and take part in the organization with somebody who regurgitates such enemy of Semitic. And for the people who have forgotten, in light of the fact that Yippee erased all his questionable tweets, thereafter he tweeted, I'm a cycle tired this evening. Yet when I awaken on going DEFCON 3 on Jewish individuals, the entertaining thing is I truly can't be hostile to Semitic. Since individuals of color are truly Jew, likewise, you all have played with me and attempted to repudiate anybody whoever goes against your plan. Well, in spite of the debates happening with Kanye and youthful fly sweetheart, it is very evident that there is something dubious happening in the amusement world. Most would agree that this case ought to be explored by specialists, since things truly don't make any sense. And whether Jacky was a blood penance would be clear once DC Youthful focuses on it. A few fans accept that DC ought to grieve his misfortune in harmony. As opposed to managing debates about his adored's passing, for what reason are you all platitude that DC Youthful Fly forfeited his significant other? The person is grieving the demise of his better half, and you all staying here with paranoid fears. That is all there is to it for now, people. Until next time, farewell.